emotions. If you have certain emotions, it won't matter how much you achieve, it won't matter if COVID's here or not, it won't matter if there's political division or not, you're gonna be miserable. And if you can find a way to master this internal emotion, where you have more gratitude or more joy or more excitement or more passion or more drive or more hunger or more playfulness, your life will completely transform. Because the way we measure our life is how we feel. And yet most of us are not emotionally fit. And it's nobody's fault. We've grown up in an environment, many of us, where it's gotten easier and easier and we've gotten weaker and weaker. I mean, think about technology. Technology is starting to use us instead of us use technology. It's starting to condition us. I'm sure many of you have seen The Social Dilemma. If you haven't, you should watch it. It shows how the people that use social media literally have engineered how to change the way you think and feel so they can get you to do certain things the way they want it. It's a little scary, but you can take back control. In order to take control, though, we have to become emotionally fit. I don't mean intellectually fit. I'm talking about where fitness is a state of readiness. I'm sure you've heard of emotional intelligence, those skills, those awarenesses that can allow you to interact better with human beings, have better quality of life potential. And I think emotional intelligence is wonderful. But this week is about emotional fitness. See, you can have a capacity, an intelligence, and not use it, right? But fitness is a state of readiness, like I am ready right now to move, to do this. And if you wire yourself, if you train yourself to be in the best emotional states possible, you're gonna find everything in your world will change. Because the mental emotional state we're in controls what we feel and therefore what we do. And if you wanna change your results, you gotta change your actions. If you wanna change your actions, you gotta change the pattern of emotion. If you wanna change the pattern of emotion, we gotta change what you do in your head and with your body. And by the way, each morning life, you could say the government, it certainly can have an impact these days as they've kind of infringed on business and choices trying to make things healthy, but there've been a lot of side effects. Hundreds of millions of people, according to UN, 200 million people are gonna go without food. Because one of the side effects of trying to protect against COVID and shutting things down caused places like Tanzania, where they have 80% of their income comes from tourism, they don't have money for food. So we're in a pretty intense place, but we gotta start with us. Make yourself better. It's kind of like if you get on an airplane, what's the first thing they say? If we run into a problem, the oxygen mask will drop down, grab it and put it on your child immediately. Is that what they say? No, they say put it on yourself. That sounds so selfish. But why? Because if you don't put it on yourself, you can't help your child. So we're gonna start with us, and then we can start expanding, helping others. And we're already doing it. You know, in your name, 1 million people are gonna have food that didn't have it before. But more importantly, when we get stronger these next 4 or 5 days, it's not just gonna affect you, it's gonna affect your kids, your husband, your wife, your coworkers, the people around you. You understand that this and this, the head and heart, that's where the whole game of life is played. And if we want to see what shapes our life, it's invisible forces, corny as that may sound. And what affects your life the most? Things that are invisible, radiation. Too little, we're dead. Too much, we're dead. You have to have that perfect amount that this planet of ours seems to be in this Goldilocks location, just far enough away from the sun, just close enough for life to flourish. Think about electricity. Electricity, most people have no idea how it works, but they use it all the time. It's invisible. Electricity is how we're able to have this experience around the world in 195 countries right now. Electricity can be used to light up a city or it can be used to kill somebody. So every tool, every invisible force has strengths and weaknesses. We have to learn how to use it. But the most powerful invisible force, I believe, is human emotion, right? What we do with our head and heart. Because anger, rage, love, compassion, those invisible forces shape the quality of your life more than anything else on this earth. And last night, I started reading and I got so engaged. I think I started around 11 o'clock at night. I literally didn't stop going through your videos and your descriptions till literally 6:30 this morning. I was so touched by all of you. And there's so many people I could reach out to, but I saw this woman, Sabina Becker, if you're out there, I just want to give a shout out. If you didn't see Sabina, she was a thalidomide baby, meaning she was born with portions of arms and not the rest. She's learned how to use her feet to do everything. But the beautiful thing about her is her mindset.